Hi, my name is Dan Hayes. I'm a writer at HealthyPlace.com for Trauma, a PTSD blog. Today I'd like to share my experiences with allowing my body to shake to release the effects of the trauma that led to my post-traumatic stress disorder. In the late 1980s, I had discovered that I had the symptoms of PTSD, and I was starting to remember a series of violent incidents that took place with my dad when I was a teenager. One time I went to the movies to see Platoon. As I sat in a darkened theater, the movie grew quickly intense. And suddenly, my right leg started shaking. I didn't know what that was about, but it happened and continued through most of the movie. Not long after that, I went to a group that talked about how to release the effects of trauma. They lightly mentioned that sometimes a person's body would shake to release the effects of fear. That started to be my experience. I would lay down late at night, ready to go to sleep, and suddenly pop wide awake, and my legs would start shaking quite a bit. They might shake for quite a long time. I felt a little bit better every time it happened. Over time, what I discovered was that the message from my father was, don't be successful. If you're a success, it could be very dangerous. It explained something because I had watched myself sabotage my career for a number of years. Well, after the shaking started to subside, I began one of the most successful phases of my entire business career. It was wonderful. The other thing I had going on was that I had a writer's block where it was difficult to write a book, and then when I finally did, I would be terrified to take it to publication. In 2003, I started to remember a series of events with my grandmother where the basic message was, if you're a famous writer when you grow up, they will call you crazy and lock you up. Well, no wonder I had a writer's block. The shaking started again and again, lasted for quite a long time. After it started to kind of fade out for a bit, the result is that I have now published 2 books, and I have worked as a freelance writer for 3 years. I can write freely whenever I want, and it's a wonderful place to be. They've now formalized this process and they call it tension and trauma releasing exercises, or TRE. I consider shaking to allow my body to release the effects of trauma one of the most powerful tools in my healing journey. If you have any thoughts or comments, I'd love to hear them, and let's start a dialogue about what you think about this. Thank you.